Gina Stitzer.
You want to get a drink?
If you must. Who doesn't love the white stripes? So who's drinking tonight? Yeah, what do you have there? You don't know what you have.
Something.
What? Wait.
Lemonade.
You don't. Well, how did you order it?
I said, do you remember what I was drinking?
Well, that must mean you order it a lot. Really? And how long you been a drunk?
Not at all.
See, most people can't answer that.
No.
Most people can't answer that. I have lots of friends that are in recovery, and they can tell you down to the exact second how long they've been sober, right? Just once I want to walk into a bar and see a guy at a bar going, I've been a drunk for 6 years, 4 months, 3 weeks, 2 days. I want to go up and give him a pat on the back and say, way to stick with it, buddy. I'll take some effort. So a little bit about myself. I am 37 years old, and the biggest accomplishment in my life is standing in a back room of a bar in Reading telling jokes. My mom's proud of me. She is.
They're nice drapes.
Yes, they are. They're nicer than the ones in my house. My mom is proud of me. You know, she even texted me tonight and tell me she's proud of me, even though she's here. She still text message me.
Hey, Mom!
Yeah. I don't quite understand it though. I mean, I have a sister who's an accountant. My other siblings have given her grandchildren, and she's proud of the bipolar, tattooed, pothead, lesbian telling jokes.
Yeah, weed.
So glad the bar wasn't set too high. Somebody do online dating here? Nobody wants to admit to it? Really? Come on. Come on.
We're here!
There, what site do you use?
Match.com.
There you go.
And we're married.
Wow, congratulations.
Woo!
To each other?
Wow. Yeah, I think online dating sites are getting really out of hand these days. They have online dating sites for everything. I mean, they have JDate, they have a site for farmers, and we're blackpeoplemeet.com. Can you imagine if white folk put something like that at whitemeetup.com? Sounds like we're going to a fucking Klan rally. Or black people meet. Why don't we just call that what it really is? KFC. I met my girlfriend on plentyoffish.com. Yeah. For anybody who doesn't know, a totally free dating site. You have to pay a dime to meet anybody on the site. We've been together 6 years now. And after 6 years, she will still bitch about my little quirks. I don't take out the trash, I don't do the dishes, I don't paint the house. I'm basically a lazy bum, and she's right. But my response is always the same. You got what you paid for. You want someone who took life a little more seriously, was a little more responsible, you should have paid for membership to Match.com.
It doesn't work that way.
No? I'm sorry. Sorry. It did hit me today, though, after 6 years, that my God, this is a long-term relationship, really. We're driving down the road this morning, running some errands, and I'm flipping through stations on the car, and I stop at a song, and I just look over at her, and I'm like, do we like this? That's when you know. For the record, she said yes, I disagreed. Halfway through the song, I'm like, I don't like this. I like this. Yeah. Who's got dogs here? You got dogs? What kind of dogs you got?
Owl, 6 and 11.
There you go. Those dogs. Anybody else? What you got?
2 labs.
2 labs? Mm-hmm. We have 2 dogs. One of them is a black lab mix. We got him to prove we weren't racist. Our other one's been giving it a shitload of problems lately. She keeps chasing the Jewish kids around the neighborhood. I think she's taking me your German Shepherd a little too seriously. Actually, I wanted to dress her up for Halloween. Anybody do that? Anybody dress their dogs up for Halloween? You're shaking your head no, but you're smiling like it's yes. No? Really? No? I wanted to. I usually don't, but I wanted to dress the shepherd up. I wanted to put a little SS uniform on her, a little mustache. My girlfriend said I couldn't do that. She said that's not very politically correct. But I say fuck political correctness. I hate political correctness. Ever since they said illegal aliens are now undocumented immigrants, but I can't call my drug dealer an unlicensed pharmacist, it just doesn't seem fair. I do love weed. I do.
Yeah.
Meet me at back. I do. I can't roll a joint that has saved my life. I just cannot. So I had to hire someone to do it for me. I got one of those clowns that make balloon animals. They roll awesome joints. Just earlier today I smoked a fucking giraffe. Great. I don't believe that pot is a gateway drug at all. I mean, never once have I smoked a joint and say, hey, you know what this is missing? Some heroin. Heroin. Yeah, when I'm done with this, I'm going to just go do a line, pop a bunch of pills. Not once. Not once. I also don't believe that it causes memory loss. I'll tell you why I don't believe that. I don't believe it because, yeah, you know, it's not important why I don't believe it. Just don't believe it. The only thing weed leads to is what, Doritos, maybe Taco Bell. I mean, if weed is a gateway drug, there's a hell of a lot of people giving back alley blowjobs for Doritos. I've never once seen that happen. Now, Taco Bell is like the fourth meal. It should be the I'm broke, high as fuck, and nothing else is a good meal. It's happened several times. So, my dog lately has been drinking out of the toilet a lot. Anybody with dogs have this problem? Yeah, she would go into my bathroom and literally lift the lid up and drink out of the toilet. I'm like, what the hell? I don't piss in your water bowl. There was that one time, but I was really drunk, and I don't think she should hold that against me. Still, it was one time. One time. I've always wanted to be labeled a visionary, but unfortunately I wear glasses. There's that. Guy hit me today with his newspaper, so I threw a rock at his head. This rock beats paper after all, asshole. Absolutely. So I'm originally from Berks County. Everybody here from Berks County, basically? I live near Philly now, but I'm originally from Berks County. And, growing up in Berks County, I realized that you lead a very sheltered life. You really do. But I didn't realize that until I took my first trip to New York City, and I'm wandering around in the city Jewish neighborhood and seeing a city Jewish gentleman. The first thought that comes to my mind, subsequently out of my mouth, is, holy shit, there's Amish in New York. My girlfriend at the time was Jewish, so as you can imagine, that relationship lasted about 5 minutes after she got done calling everybody in her family and ridiculing me. I've had a lot of bad breakups in the past, a lot of bad breakups. The worst one ever, we split up because she would always underestimate me. Always. She would never give me the credit I deserve. She once told me that she could disappear without a trace, and I would never find her. And that is complete and utter bullshit, because never once in my life have I ever forgotten where I hit a body. My ex was blonde, so I really, not really into blondes that much. And lately she dyed her hair black, so now I just hate blondes with black hair. I carry a bottle of holy water around with me everywhere I go, not because I'm an overly religious person, but I never know when I'm going to run into her and have to reenact a scene from The Exorcist. Christ compels you. She works where I work with, so that's pretty much every night. So I realized that my life has become an 80s sitcom. I'll explain. I live with my girlfriend. We have another roommate who's also a lesbian. And my mother-in-law. It's the lesbian Golden Girls. Think about it. Yeah, my mother-in-law claims it's our duty to take care of her in her golden years. And if we lived in Japan, that would be true, because they revered her elderly there. But, thank God I'm an American, we have homes. And this close to packing her bags and sending her to Shady Pines. My roommate is obsessed with the Furbies. Anybody see the Furbies? Burback. And they brought the Furbies back, the techno guys and all different colors and shit like that. She wants to get a collection of them. She's like, I really need a collection of Furbies. I'm like, why do you need a collection of Furbies? She's like, because they're cute and they make people laugh. I'm like, well, fuck, I'm cute. I make people laugh. Nobody wants a collection of me. That's my time. Thank you very much.
Gina, Stitzer, guys, one more time.